What's going on, man?
It's good to see you, T-Jaw.
This is T-Jaw from Tacos and Toys, and today we're reviewing 1986's 85, whatever year you got your Rokkon figure from Masters of the Universe. And we're going to have the new figure that just came out. We just got it today, so we're just going to quickly review it and to show that 1986 was all about rocks. So if you can see here, there's 4 rocks on this table. Which one of them is the Masters of the Universe rock? Could it be this one, Andrew?
Can't transform it.
No, that's not it. How about this one?
No transformations.
No. That one?
Nothing, but it is crystalline.
Crystar. No, that's a different company.
Ooh.
Oh, I think you found it.
We found it.
Dun dun dun! Rokkon, the young heroic comic warrior with his cool satellite gun. Now, I had a casualty today, and I will tell you up front, I broke my gun today. Because I play with my toys. So I have to buy another Rokkon gun. I had him on had it on the chest because the old 1985-86 Rokkon you can attach the gun to the chest, and I dropped him straight down, broke the piece off. I still can't find a little purple piece, but it's a little.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that
it goes
really,
inside.
really small.
But so the original 1986 Rokkon, 85 Rokkon. Because see, I had mine 85, so it had to come out the end of 85 into 86. And I know there's a lot of people say wave 4, wave 5. I believe he was wave 4. But we can go with whatever you guys want to believe in. But he didn't really have much articulation. He just had the head up and down. He had the up and down arm, up and down arm. Arms did not go out. No waist movement, no leg movement, no anything. You can't even, he was just, you transform him into a rock. Boom. Look.
Wow, this is crazy.
That's it. He was a rock.
How he just folds down?
Yeah, and then the gun goes in the middle to create the bottom of it. Also, 86, if for good information, it was the year of rock toys. GoBots released the Rock Lords that year, 1986. And then we also had I think they were called Rock Farmers. I think it was I got to look that up, take that back. But there's another rock toy that had monsters. I do believe it was 86, 87 on those, but they did come out in 86. I had a few of them. They weren't Rock Lords. But this is Rokkon, the original. And now we're going to do a review on... Oh, wait, hold on. Hey, thanks, Andrew. I still have my original Rokkon card from back in the day. And it says 1985 on there, so I remember getting mine 85, but it could have been held over to 86. We don't know. But, he was their young heroic comic warrior with Stondar, the other rock character, which I hope we get soon from Mattel Creations. And he was the invincible meteor transforming into a mighty toy warrior. He came out about the same time as Terraclaw, Skeletor, I do believe maybe Rio Blast. No, it was Cyclone, Roboto, Spikor, Too Bad, Stinkor. Or Stinkor was wave 3, wave 4, so... But yeah, he was just a cool rock toy. I mean, kids were fascinated by rocks. My pet rock toy. That's kind of what it is. And he had a really good sculpt where actually when you put him together, he did hide that he looks kind of like a rock. Now I can tell you, I did open the new one already. It doesn't look as good as a rock, and I'll show you guys that. I do believe Mattel kind of missed the mark on the rock form. Now the figure is amazing, and also I had another problem with my figure. It has the white weird dust, like a weird powder on it from the factory. Really? So I probably have anthrax now. So if I die tomorrow, T-Jaw, this is his last review. But it's not. It's just an old packaging thing. You got it on a lot of old toys back. Our director of sales says we have to go faster because the light's shining. That's kidding. So don't you make anything say? I'm sorry, I'm just keep talking.
So this back of this thing says that the action is that it folds the head up and fold the legs down. Meteor turns into a mighty human, which is loose because I thought it was a comet person. Here we go. Light blazer gun plugs into the armor, and shining armor blinds attackers. And it says that it was produced in 1985, made in Mexico. So once again, looking at the back of that card, that crispy card that is nigh 40 years old.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a look at the Matty Collector box, Mattel Collectors.
Which I was disappointed that we didn't get a drawing like all of the other exclusives through Mattel Creations. There's no drawing on the box. There's not a box inside this. It's just their now standard Mattel Creations box.
I mean, it's just got different chevrons.
It's kind of crazy that we have that they didn't put the artwork on there, but that's all right. So here it is, guys, the brand new Rokkon Master Universe Origins figures, the first in the non-retail figures. I am sad that Mattel has pulled that line from the retail stores. I believe it should have.
Really?
Yeah, we're only getting Origins.
Only through Mattel collectors.
Yeah.
That's
Now
wild.
there is the Filmation series that will have some hard to get figures in the last 4 years of these that will be released in the stores, but they're part of the Filmation series, like a Retro, She-Ra Retro, Ninjor Retro. I do believe Triclops is coming back out, and so they'll probably take some of the hard to get figures like they did to King Randor because no one got him. But this is actually the first in the direct sale Mattel Creation figures of Origins that is not exclusive. So it is an exclusive to Origin or Mattel Creations, but it's not like exclusive. It was to get the line, to finish the line, because we still need to get Blast Attack, we still need to get Rio Blast, we still need Too Bad, Cyclone, Stone Dar, Mudgelock, Multibot, all those. But we were going to get them because there was another reviewer who was at the show, San Diego Comic-Con. They said they were going to release all of the other Origin figures through Mattel Creation. So enough of that. But
just to get a look at the back of the box, we do have some different art here in comparison to the original. So here is the old and the new next to each other. Yeah, I do like the full art on the back. If someone was so inclined, you could do this in a frame on the wall. There is no punch card for it to go on a peg.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
No.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, there is.
But it's covered by the plastic.
Yeah, and also a good thing about this is it is a slip, like a Asian slip cover they have for like figures. So it's really cool that we can actually take the figure out, take it out. You can take it out, and I wonder if we can put the old one inside there. How cool is that? Look at that. Now look, vintage Rokkon package with brand new Origins Rokkon, and that actually looks pretty cool. I might keep it on there. Say, look, this is a rarity. So. And that comes with a mini comic.
Yeah, the mini comic is the Spear of Eternity, which has Rokkon and maybe some other.
And Granita,
person.
which is the girl. We hope we get a figure of her.
That would be gnarly.
They did release her in Classics line from Matty Collector. She's an awesome figure. I wasn't a fan of the artwork in the Stone Dar and Rokkon mini comic. I don't know why Mattel decide to use this artist. No offense to the artist or nothing, but I don't feel it feels like a Masters of the Universe comic book.
It does have a different aesthetic.
And Eternia also was drawn by the same guy, the Eternia artwork comic. Yeah, and I'm just not. It's not. He's a great artist, but I don't feel he's a Masters of the Universe artist.
You have to really fit a very specific aesthetic.
I agree. Go ahead, you can open it, man. I've already played with it.
What? You've already opened it.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to stand. We do have a very similar gun.
Yeah, it's the same gun.
It spins in there. It's got the same nodes. It's got the same little design on it. Though the new piece is not the chrome plated. It is just the classic flat, matte, molded plastic. And it does fit into his chest. Boom, boom, boom. Shooting those lasers at the chest. That solar plexus. Then it does fit in the hands.
Does it fit on both hands? Because on the original one, it only has one hole hand for the right hand, no hole for the left.
It has, so it does have the Origins line thumb up hands for both of the hands, so you can put it in either of these appendages.
Now, I wish they would have made this a deluxe figure and made them just like the classics Rokkon and Stone Dar figures, because all the rock armor came off, which you had your standard 6 to 7 inch butt character, but all the rocks placed onto him and still transformed. They should have done that with this. They had the ability to do it, and they should have just scaled it down to this one. And also, I can tell you that the Rokkon is about this much shorter than all the other figures, so it's kind of weird why they made him smaller, because I think they used this as the top of the head.
Oh, and so they try to make it the same height.
Yeah,
for
so you're getting kind of screwed on that one, guys. But it's okay. He's a great figure. He's a great addition to the collection. And if you want to show him all the movement, see, the original one didn't have no movement.
So the original one can only move at the shoulder points and the hip points. This one has elbow movement. It can move the elbow in, give him a little bit more rock movement. His legs can swivel at the shin. At the foot arch.
Yeah.
And then, you can point his toes away, point his toes in, flexion and extension. You can move the knee. The hinge is there. It's just a little bit hard with the amount of rock armor. which is fine.
Take the legs. Can you take the legs out farther? Not much.
Not much. Elbows, and then of course the head action. The head tilts down. The legs, you give him just a little bit of a twist, so he does supinate just a little bit to turn into the rock form. You can push it together.
Transformers. Oh wait. Wrong franchise.
Comments in disguise. Wait.
There's no comments. They're all in disguise.
And then he just folds forward at the hips.
And this is what I was talking about, guys.
Ooh, it's a lot different.
Disappointed, Mattel. And I'm not mad at you guys. I understand you have to put it out with restriction budgets and all that stuff like that, but you could put this guy back in the 80s and make him look like more like a rock than this one. He does not fit together like a rock. I'm sorry. And they kept the orange on the back of his butt.
Yeah, there's not
silver.
Yeah, there's not a way that you can even get those glutes to like go together enough to hide that.
See, he didn't have it the original.
And it's just interesting that they would have not given some type of silver paint job,
which they did silver on the shoulders.
Yeah, to kind of hide that.
I don't know. It's really weird. Like they I guess they just pushed him out so fast that they wanted to finish the line. But I just feel like they missed the mark on some of them. He's great articulation. He's a good figure to the addition of Origins. I'm glad to have them, and I'm glad Mattel you made them. I just wish you guys put a little bit more time in Rokkon. Hope Stondar, maybe because he hasn't been created yet, that you guys will take that note to any of the reviewers out there, stuff like that. Like, at least paint the back of the brown or the whatever the comment side of it, because that's
glutes.
It's not good. And but no, he's cool. His head goes back. He still turns, left and right, and then so is his. They're about the same. It's just he can do more movement, and he's a little bit taller than the original.
And I do think that's a little bit of the issue with the Origins hips. They can't move in enough, so they're always kind of moving distally away from the center line. And so to be able to even get the legs close enough together to fill that gap is nigh impossible when you bend it forward, because it just the hips, which is fine, but you think that we'd have just given just a smidge more plastic on those rocks and it would have gone together perfectly. It's just a little bit lacking there.
I give it an 8 out of 10 because I really like the figure. I like the Origins line, but I have to take away 2 points because you just kind of missed the mark on certain things. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's my answer. And what do you think?
I would agree. I would almost give it, just because we've had some really, really cool ones recently with those Turtles of Grayskull, it's only going to get a 7 out of 10 for me. Because those Turtles of Grayskull are just...
You just don't like Masters of the Universe, Andrew.
But that Man-at-Arms is so awesome. Yeah, Man-at-Arms is so cool. And to take that shield off, it is just next level for me. And then it looks like the old and the new gun will actually not be able to, you won't be able to put it in the hands of each other, so.
Well, I know you won't be able to put in his hand, but I wonder if you can put the back
in the chest.
No,
you
cannot.
Too large.
So yeah.
Please don't do it unless you want a broken something.
That's right, like my original one now.
So,
so I think that's it for it, man. Let's stand up that card and this card and put these guys together, and we'll make the ending of this. And we appreciate you guys watching, and we're going to keep reviewing more and more. I was really happy to come over to the shop today and be like, oh, we got Rokkon. I was so excited. So and
then thank you to our camera person Lorelai. How's everything looking on here? She's learning how to run the cams for us.
She thumbed up it so we look like we didn't mess up. So
yep.
She teaches us very well.
Mm-hmm. And if the footage is not level, we can blame it on her.
Lorelai. That is Lorelai, Indianapolis, Indiana.
But yeah, we'll do the final shot, and thank you T-Jaw for these figures. These are awesome.
I know, and keep checking back with us because we have some great news coming soon. Tacos and Toys is turning out to be something very special. So thank you guys all very much, and good journey.
Thank you.